Yo, what's going on, guys? Trey back again here, bringing another video. This one's going to be talking about Quinton Rampage Jackson. Yesterday on his Twitter, he basically wrote that his next fight, so the fight after Ryan Bader, is probably going to be his last fight in the UFC. So, I mean, who knows what's been going on behind the scenes with Quinton? Maybe, Dana White and the UFC have been pissed at him because of his performance in Japan. I mean, he did put on a pretty lackluster performance. He was injured, and maybe they were mad that he didn't let anybody know and that he didn't cancel the fight or do something, and then he went in injured anyway, took the paycheck, and basically, didn't really take an ass whooping, but he lost the fight that he probably was supposed to win. So, he did say he was going to retire at around the age of 35, and it looks like probably you could call it retirement slash maybe going out and fighting outside the UFC on his own. I guess we'll see what happens with Quinton. The thing is that there aren't too many guys outside the UFC. The UFC, as far as light heavyweights, they have like everybody. Like, who do they have at light heavyweight that's not, at the top? They have all the top light heavyweights, basically. Maybe some up-and-comers, but other than that, the UFC owns a monopoly over most weight, pretty much all weight divisions now. Really, the only one they haven't been able to get is Fedor and a few older fighters. Maybe Rampage can fight Fedor. That'd be fun. I'd pay to watch that. I really would. Actually, that's a good idea. They should do that. But other than Fedor, I don't really know who else there is that he could fight. I mean, maybe he'll take some fights at heavyweight against like Arlovsky, and I don't know. I mean, I really don't know, who there is for Rampage to fight. I'm not aware of any. I can't even think of one good 205 pounder that's not with Zuffa. I can't even think of one. Like, who is it? There's Keith Jardine, who fought at 185, who's not good. I wouldn't refer to him as good these days anymore. Who else is there? There's nobody, man. Jeez. So if Quinton's looking to go outside the UFC and try to make a living on his own, it's probably because the behind-the-scenes, Pat the Dog session after UFC in Japan was probably pretty bad. So it looks like, guys, one way or another, whether Rampage gets his knees fixed or not, we're probably seeing the end of Rampage's career. It looks like I think he'll probably be hanging him up in the next couple of years. So it's unfortunate because I think Rampage is one of the most exciting fighters in all of mixed martial arts. He always has been. So unfortunate to hear it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Do you think Rampage should step away from the UFC after his next fight? I personally don't think he should. I think that that's like the same as retiring because there's really hardly anybody else out there that he's going to be able to fight. I mean, he'll probably be able to fight guys like maybe a Fedor, maybe a couple other guys if they find them. But it's going to be hard to find notable guys at light heavyweight to fight Rampage. I just don't know who they're going to find because everybody is in either Strikeforce or the UFC, Zuffa owned. There's very few guys outside of it. Any good suggestions for guys who you think would be a good opponent for Rampage, please write in the descriptions. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Looks like Rampage is on his way out. He's not retiring yet, but you know it's coming. Later, guys. Peace.